Did you grow up watching the hilarious sitcom Married with Children? It was raucous, politically incorrect, and ahead of its time in many ways. In fact, Married with Children watches more like a modern sitcom than one from the 90s. Part of what made the show a huge hit was its stellar cast members. While the main cast members were exceptional, there were also many great supporting cast members who deserve our respect. Sadly, many of these members have since passed away. Let's look back on their incredible careers and this great show. Kim Weiskopf. Kim Weiskopf was born April 10, 1947. He grew up in LA and eventually studied at San Francisco State University. He had a prominent career as a writer and producer for some of America's most popular TV series, like Good Times, Three's Company, Rachel Gunn RN, and What's Happening Now. Along with his writing partner, Michael S. Baser, he wrote part of the radio anthology series The Zero Hour. Writing was perhaps in his genes, as his father, Bob Weiskopf, was also a prolific television writer. He wrote teleplays for shows like The Carroll Burnett Show, Flip, and All's Fair. Kim also wrote a few episodes of Married with Children and served as a producer and executive producer for several episodes. But his most notable role on the show was the voice of Lucky, the dog. Lucky was the reincarnation of Buck, the Bundy family's previous dog. Though the voice of Lucky was only ever heard in a few episodes, it was enough to leave a lasting impact. Kim passed away from pancreatic cancer in 2009 at age 62 in Encino, California. Before we tell you more about the Married with Children supporting cast members who have died, be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to Facts First for more. Kathleen Freeman.
Open the door! It's your mother, and I'm hungry!
Kathleen Freeman voiced the role of Florence Flo Wanker, who was an unseen character and Peggy's mother. In Season 10, Flo separates from Peggy's father, Ephraim, and lives in an upstairs bedroom. While we never see Flo, it's implied that she was over 1,000 pounds and is always a target for Al's insults. Flo was one of the most popular supporting characters, and Kathleen Freeman's career couldn't have been more versatile and prolific. She was born on February 17, 1919 in Chicago. Her parents were vaudeville performers, and she began her career performing alongside them during her childhood. After moving to California to study music at UCLA, she began acting on stage. She began her film career in the late 40s. One of her first major film roles was as the diction coach Phoebe Dinsmore in Singin' in the Rain, although this role was uncredited. Her other major films included The Fly, Three Ring Circus, The Blues Brothers, and Naked Gun 33 1/3, The Final Insult. It was clear she had a talent for comic performances. She had many bit parts and recurring roles on TV shows such as The Loretta Young Show, Mr. and Mrs. North, The George Burns and Gracie Allen Show, and Home Improvement. She was an actress with an incredible work ethic and one who had an appeal that spanned generations. Her film career ranged from the 40s to the 2000s, and her TV career flourished from the 50s to the 2000s. How many actors have worked in show business that long? And while we might not have seen her in Married with Children, one can easily recognize her voice, as you've likely seen her in various roles in film and TV. She died in 2001 at age 82 from lung cancer. Tim Conway. Peggy's father, Ephraim Wanker, was played by veteran actor Tim Conway. Tim began his career in the 1960s. He retired from acting in the 2010s. Between those decades, Conway garnered over 100 credits in film and TV. He was one of the most gifted and prolific actors of his generation. He was born in Ohio, December 15, 1933. His birth name was Thomas Conway, but he later changed it to Tim to avoid being needlessly confused with British actor Tom Conway. He pursued a degree in television and radio from Bowling Green State University in Kentucky. While there, he was a disc jockey. Upon graduating, he enlisted in the Army and served from 1956 to 58. Then he began his career on local TV stations based in Cleveland, Ohio. He got his start as a television writer and actor. His acting career took off in the 60s, when he appeared in shows such as McHale's Navy, The Steve Allen Show, The Carroll Burnett Show, and his own two shows, The Tim Conway Show and The Tim Conway Comedy Hour. He also did extensive voice acting work in shows such as Scooby-Doo and SpongeBob SquarePants. In the latter show, he voiced the characters of Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. His film career included roles such as The World's Greatest Athlete, Gus, The Shaggy DA, and The Dorf series. He died in 2019 at age 85 due to complications from hydrocephalus. Steve Susskind. Steve Susskind was born October 3, 1942, in Springfield, Massachusetts. He had a productive career in film and many small parts in sitcoms. He acted in films like Friday the 13th Part 3, House, Star Trek V, The Final Frontier, The Lion King, Mulan, and Osmosis Jones. On television, he had small roles in The Tick, News Radio, and DuckTales. On Married with Children, he played Barney in 6 episodes. This became one of his most well-known roles on TV. Barney was Al's friend and became one of the favorite supporting characters from the show. He also played Stan in one episode of Married with Children. He died at age 62 in 2005 from an automobile accident. Janet Carroll. Janet Carroll was born in Chicago on Christmas Eve, 1940. She studied theater and began her acting career in the 60s. She began acting in theater while appearing in local productions. She then joined the Starlight Theater, where she became a regular actress. She also began singing live during this time. She had begun learning how to sing when she was 12 and could sing in a range of styles, from jazz to opera. Much of her early career was in theater until she began acting in film and TV in the 80s. Her early TV roles included work in shows like Knight Rider, ER, Cagney and Lacey, and The Bronx Zoo. She also appeared on shows such as The Boys, The Hat Squad, and Murphy Brown. She appeared in films and TV movies such as The Killing Time, Memories of Me, Family Business, and Crosser. In Married with Children, she appeared as Gary, who was the owner of Gary's Shoes and was Al's boss, with whom he had many quarrels. Janet Carroll died in 2012 at age 71 due to a brain tumor. Diana Bellamy. Actress Diana Bellamy was born September 19, 1943 in L.A. She was a character actress with a multifaceted career in film, television, and theater. Acting was in her genes, as her father had studied at Juilliard and acted in local westerns. She began her TV career in the early 80s, with shows such as T.J. Hooker, Dynasty, Hill Street Blues, and Cagney and Lacey. Her film roles included work in Police Academy 2, Free Ride, My Chauffeur, Born in East L.A., and Outbreak. Her theater work included roles in plays like Funny Girl, Romeo and Juliet, Weekend at Goshen, and Sister Mary Ignatius Explains It All for You. In Married with Children, she played Shirley. This was a recurring role as one of the customers at Gary's Shoes, who Al was always annoyed with. Shirley was often the butt of Al's jokes and insults. She died at age 57 in 2001 from cancer. Now it's time to hear from you. Do you think Married with Children is still as popular today as it was when it was released? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. And before you go, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to FactsVerse if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.